Welcome back to Bellsville High School. Conotton Valley and Bellsville started the game and passed through, and we are now joined with late-breaking news by the principal of Bellsville High School and Bellsville Schools, Casey Tosta. And Casey, what's the latest word you have gotten from the officials?
Well, we went over, both of the coaches got together, the officials got together, ADs, principals, and the last lightning strike was 8:35, so we've got a 9:05 start. In about 7 minutes, they're going to do a 3-minute warm-up, so they'll start at 9:08. And it's looking like there's another storm coming through around 10:30. And so the agreement was if another storm comes through or if there's a delay, whoever is losing at that time will concede the contest and give the other team the win.
And if I'm correct, your lovely wife, you have had her monitoring the radar nonstop, providing you with updates.
I had her put in flooring this week at the press box, and now I've got her monitoring the weather. And so I also called Scott Hagan, if he's watching, the barn artist. He has 12 radars, and so he had them pulled up. And it looks like a really bad storm coming even around 1 or 2 in the morning. And so that was a concern about holding on too late with a 2-hour drive for Conotton Valley. We don't want to go until 11 or 12 o'clock and send them home when this potential storm comes in the morning. So if it does get delayed one more time, we're just going to call it at that point. But right now, we're going to try to resume in about 8 or 9 minutes.
Okay.
If we can do it.
Well, I want to ask, while your wife is watching the radar nonstop, could she Google the hotel rates here in Bellsville for me, just in case we have another delay? But any more delays, it's over.
It's over. Yep, and it's already 9 o'clock, and so I told the officials the hotels in Bellsville, the only hotel is under this press box or in the field house. So
never give up.
Nope, we're not going to give up. We're going to try to get the game in, and you know what? We're not worried about who wins or we just want to get – the kids haven't done anything since March, and both coaches said, let's just try to play, give them a chance. They've came so far, 2 hours to play this game, so we're going to do what we can to try to get it in. So
well, and, hey, kudos to the lovely floor you got here in the press box. I'm telling you, you didn't have to go overboard just because I was coming up to broadcast the game.
We heard you were coming, and my dad said you usually get the big game. So, we had to put in flooring, and we got the drinks, and we got pizza for you. So hopefully you'll come back again.
But I tell you what, big game. If you get to interview Casey Tosta, it's a big game.
There's a big line for that. Yeah.
Yes, I tell you. And you're full of lines. We know that.
Yes.
So we'll now bring in my sidekick tonight. Thank you, Casey.
Turn it back over to Noah here.
Noah Atkinson. And I tell you, hey, things got pretty hairy around here with the rain and the tornado sirens going off. And, again, it wasn't a watch. It was a warning, an actual tornado touchdown somewhere around Woodsfield. And we were fortunate to, it bottled damage as possible.
Yeah, we didn't get what was expected, so we got pretty lucky on that end. So
Noah, the teams are going to come out here shortly. They're going to get a 3-minute warm-up to let people know 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Conotton Valley, they have the 12-0 lead. They just kicked off, and Bellsville recovered the line drive kick. I believe it was Schaefer who knocked it down and recovered it just short of midfield. So that's where Bellsville will start. And it was Rice, a 15-yard touchdown run for Conotton Valley on their first drive that covered 58 yards for the 6-0 lead. 2-point conversion was no good. And then after a Bellsville turnover at their own 15-yard line, Conotton Valley would take it in from 15 yards, capped off by a Walter 10-yard touchdown run to make it 12-0. Again, the 2-point conversion, no good. So, as far as not knowing once the game gets started how much of this game will get in, it's pretty crucial for Bellsville with this field position they're going to have to get some points on the board.
Yeah, that's correct. Bellsville's going to have to really jump on it right at the start. They're going to have to get something together. Unfortunately, they haven't had the luck on their side with the 2 turnovers on their 2 positions. So hopefully Bellsville can find find it and get it in gear.
Yeah, now some scores of note, actually, there's a few places that have not been affected by weather. And one place is up Wintersville at Indian Creek High School. The Cambridge Bobcats have gone in their big underdogs. Troy Leak his 15-13. Meadowbrook and John Glenn, their game at Beallsville, they just kicked off. Then that game, the weather hit again. They got canceled. They are going to play tomorrow night. So that'll be a KGP broadcast tomorrow night, I believe, at 7 o'clock. So everybody's being affected.
Sounds like we're going to have a 9:08 game start time.
So 4 minutes. And we can see Conotton Valley has taken the field. And I want to thank our producer of the game, Alex Strasser, who's been working round the clock to try to keep everything up and running through this tornado warning. And I tell you what, I've had weather delays, games that have been canceled because of hard rain, lightning delays, but that is our first tornado game we've had. So Bellsville has taken the field, and they have worked. And, my man, you want to thank the sponsors.
Yes, we have the two sponsors for tonight's live stream, which is Scott Hagan, the barn artist, and also the Monroe County Democratic Committee.
And I tell you, the Scott Hagan, the barn artist, the man, if anyone's familiar with Buckeye Trails High School gym, the artwork and stuff around the school, middle school, elementary gym, especially the high school gym, did a masterful job. So we want to thank both our sponsors tonight.
Yes, Scott has done a lot of work over the valley. So you can see, Harrison Central, he's done work there. Claymont, he's been all over the place.
And, it'll be interesting when Conotton Valley gets to football, what kind of adjustments Bellsville has made defensively, because they have not been able to stop the running game of the Rockets here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's correct. The Walter has pretty much ran at will, unfortunately, against the Blue Devils.
So Conotton Valley warming up just in front of us. And Bellsville on the other side of the field. It'll be Bellsville football, just short of midfield, roughly the 47, 48-yard line, if I recall. And again, that kickoff, that was an outstanding play. I believe it was by Garrett Schaefer. It's the kick by Moggy, line drive right off of him, and Schaefer being cat-like quick at 6'3", 270. The senior pounced on it. Or if he doesn't make that play, Conotton Valley has it again in Bellsville territory.
Yeah, that's correct. And that's, you usually don't see that from your up lineman on the kickoff. So that's great hands by Schaefer, and he really saved the Blue Devils on that one. And
we just got word that Buckeye Trail and Indian Valley, they have postponed their game until tomorrow night as well. So a lot of games, high school level around our area, being played tomorrow night. Bellsville and Conotton Valley hopefully can get their game in the rest of the night here. Cambridge and Indian Creek doing the same, as well as Shenandoah and Belpre.
Yeah, and just looking at the weather forecast tomorrow, it looks kind of iffy for tomorrow's games too. So hopefully they're able to get them in and have a good week one for high school football. Yeah,
I know we're supposed to get rain again all throughout the night and tomorrow, and they're hoping that it'll let up by tomorrow night, because Sunday is supposed to be a beautiful Sunday after church. But no, just between me and you and the listeners out there, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, I know what you mean, because I'm in the same boat. So.
But, you look at the football field here at Dave Caldwell Field, and, you don't see a lot of puddles. The field seems to drain pretty good.
Yes. I mean, it's been like that as long as I can remember. They have a nice pitch to the middle of the field, so the water runs off to the side, and doesn't look like we have very many mud puddles to go through.
Yeah, and, no, we got served some pizza up here, and you know who the pizza's from. We can give them a shout out.
It's from the Bellsville Diner here in town. So You know, they've
going off, and I couldn't believe the number of pieces of pizza that Casey Tosta was able to get put down as we were being evacuated from the press box. And look at the crowd. I tell you what, kudos to both teams. Remember, limited crowds for the high school season. The players have a limited number of tickets to give out to their family, but it looks like the majority of them stuck it out.
Yeah, and that's, you know, I think just knowing Bellsville, they're pretty prideful on their football, so I'm glad they're still sticking to support.
Like, are they going to re-kick, it looks like? Oh, okay. Okay. We just got confirmation that they had blown the play dead, the kickoff that Bellsville recovered just short of midfield, that it had been blown dead because of the weather before that. So we are ready to get underway. And I want to thank Tracy Watson from the Intelligencer, who's been providing us stats, as well as pointing that out that the play had been called dead. So now, Moggy will kick off for Conotton Valley. And we're underway after the weather delay. Kick picked up at about the 10-yard line. And looking to turn the corner at the 20 and getting knocked out of bounds. And I believe that it's okay, so it'll be first down and 10 Blue Devils. This will be their third possession on YouTube.
Conotton Valley has pressured the Bellsville offense all night so far. Bellsville cannot really get it going.
Yeah, that was Lambert and Cottis on the play to knock Loudon for a big loss, an 8-yard loss. And no, it looks like the rain we got a little break. It looks like it is starting to make its way back down.
Yes, it is. And Tom, it looks like Falkenstein has moved to wide out on the position change.
Loudon on the keeper, and he is going to be dropped right, looks like inside his own 1-yard line.
Yeah, he had pressure on from both ends. Tom, you're right. Looks like it's going to be within the 1-yard line.
So Evan Rice, the quarterback for the Rockets, and he will knock Loudon back for a big loss. Brandon Loudon, a 6'2", 175-pound junior, now playing a quarterback. So third down and 34. Loudon throws a little swing pass. It is going to be incomplete. That pass was intended for Wyatt Moore. So now the Blue Devils, not the possession they wanted, Noah, to start coming out after the weather delay.
No, it's not, and I wonder if the elements had factored on that pass. You know, with the rain coming down, I'm sure that played a factor for the receiver.
So Kyan Falkenstein will kick deep, is on the end zone, and he'll get a pretty nice punt out of there. It'll bounce out of bounds at about the 20 left here in the opening quarter. So the Rockets up 2 scores. Looking to possibly put this game away early.
Yeah, before the
Rice gives it to Walters, and he is going to be stacked up and dropped there by Gage Perkins.
Yeah, that was good. Good defense by the
Perkins did a nice job there wrapping up and holding on until some more blue hats will run behind him again, and he's got run down in 3 for the Rockets as we head to the end of the first quarter. And after 1, your score, Conotton Valley 12.
Hi, I'm Connor Pushcarriage. I'm a senior. I play for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and I'm a quarterback and free safety. I started playing football. Thanks for watching the Warriors and all the other.
And we're back. The Bellsville High School started the second quarter. Conotton Valley with the ball with a 3rd down and 3 from the 22-yard line of Bellsville. Conotton Valley leading 12-0, and it was nice in between quarters. The CRKGP Senior Spotlight, Connor Pushcarriage, starting quarterback and safety for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, whose game tonight with Indian Valley has been canceled and moved to tomorrow night. Mix up in the backfield, and Rice is going to be dropped. It looks like he fumbles, and Bellsville has it. And coming up with the fumble recovery is Garrett Perkins, the freshman. And Noah, you got to give Rice a lot of credit there. That kid wouldn't go down, but he was fighting so much, ended up losing the football.
Yeah, he was fighting off tacklers, but the Blue Devil defense, they swarm like bees to get him down. The Blue Devils were stacking the box, so they're making that adjustment to fight off their run.
And it all started with the mix-up in the backfield there with Rice and I believe Walter running into each other. So Bellsville dodges a bullet, 1st and 10, ball at their own 37. Loudon will try to keep it, and he'll be dropped. Not yet. He breaks a tackle, but he is going to end up losing about 12 yards on the play, I believe. And Moggy in on the tackle.
Yeah, at one point I thought he was going to break that loose, but Conotton Valley's defense really had good penetration on the Bellsville line, and they were able to bring him down.
So both quarterbacks back-to-back plays there. You applaud the effort that they're showing, but it cost Rice possession of the football, and Loudon cost him about 8 yards. So we'll call it 2nd down and 18. Shotgun formation.
As Loudon got the snap, he had a defender right in his face.
Mike Cottis, he's made a few big tackles for loss for the Rockets. And officially 25 yards.
Conotton Valley's defense, they are looking very tough tonight, and Bellsville was having a tough time gaining yards.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the defensive line of the Rockets as well as they come on a blitz. Loudon throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. And his pass intended for Falk.
Like you said, he had to throw that in a hurry. He wasn't his receiver.
So Falkenstein on the punt. And it should be excellent field position again for the Rockets. Line drive kick. Good kick by Falkenstein. It's picked up by Moggy at the 47. He's to the 40, 30. Got one man to beat. And
by Falkenstein to kind of be that safety valve for the Blue Devils defense. If he wasn't there, that would have been a punt return for the Conotton Valley.
Yeah, and that was Falkenstein's best punt of the night.
Yes.
But Moggy able. So it'll be 1st and goal.
Looks like the ball was on the Conotton Valley 7. Or the Blue Devil 7, I'm sorry.
Handoff to Walter, and he's going to be stopped. He'll get to about the 5-yard line. And he will be dropped there by Garrett Schaefer. And Moats as well.
Moats has been all over the field for the Blue Devil defense, but that the Walter run has been hard to stop.
2nd and goal from the 5, 4 down territory. And Walter, and he's going to be dropped. He may get a yard, possibly two. Gage Perkins there to wrap them up.
3rd and 3.
Yeah. Excellent adjustments because they did not stop the running attack in between the tackles the first couple of drives. Quarterback sneak, and it may get him in the end zone. We'll see. No one has signaled yet. So Rice is in for a touchdown. Little delayed action there. So on the 3rd and 3, high school fantasy football team, you're off
He's getting a lot
to
of
rousing
points.
start. Moggy takes the end around on the 2-point conversion. He gets stood up at the 1, but he gets in. So the 2-point conversion is good. With 8:37 left here in the second quarter, your score is now the Rockets. Should be, is it 20? Is it a 2-point conversion good? Yeah, 20. And the Blue Devils 0. We'll step aside and be back after this timeout. All right, welcome back to Bellsville High School. And it's Evan Rice, about the 8-yard line. And that's Moore, and he is going to be dropped at about the 16-yard line. So Noah, Bellsville has not had the best of field position here in the first half.
No, they haven't. Their offense is really struggling to really fight off that front line by the Conotton Valley.
So Loudon will start his 3rd series at quarterback. Falkenstein, Kyan Falkenstein, started the game and played the first 2 series for Bellsville. And he'll get over the 20.
He got around the end. So hopefully this can spark the Blue Devil offense for some more positive yards.
Yes, and that's been the biggest play of the night for Bellsville. So they're actually going to mark him back and say he gained 6. Again, the rain coming down, but nowhere near as hard. The safety position to make the tackle for the Rockets. So that is the first down for Bellsville. And they have brought the ball out to the 37-yard line. I formation. Loudon gives it to Moore, but he'll be dropped. We'll see if he got back to the line of scrimmage, or he may have lost a yard.
Looks like it was Novak in the backfield for Conotton Valley tackling down Wyatt Moore.
We got an official's timeout, and looks like Moore is banged up. And Wyatt will come out. We'll check on him, hope he's okay. And I believe that'll bring Moats. We'll move over to tailback. We shall see.
Looks like they're bringing in number 22, Reed Smith. We'll see his first action of tonight.
So Smith will bring the play in. And they're going to have to hurry. The play clock is at 7. And they barely get it off. I tell you, look like Bellsville trying to get the play off just before the time clock expired. and really wasn't able to get any fire or push off the football.
Yeah, once the ball was snapped, it looked like there was a little bit of confusion on the Blue Devil end.
They're still looking at Wyatt Moore on the sideline. He's limping a little bit. Moats, I formation. There's a throw. Got a man open, but in and out of the hands of Reed Smith. So it'll be 4th down, and it'll, I believe, bring up a punting formation for the Blue Devils. 4th and 10 from the 37. 5:35 left in the first half.
I'd like to thank the sponsors again for tonight's live stream, which is Scott Hagan, the Barn Artist, and the Monroe County Democratic Committee.
Nice snap. Falkenstein gets a towering punt. That's going to drop and bounce towards Bellsville's side and be down at about the 44-yard line. So 1st down and 10. Remember, after the weather delay, they're going to shorten halftime, I believe, 3 minutes. Because we got another batch of storms that are headed our way. Man in motion. Rice rolling out. Throws it. He has a man open, but it goes in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Rocco Romeo.
And Tom, I think that might have been maybe the 2nd or 3rd pass attempt for the Rockets.
Yes. And I think the other two may have been off the two-point conversion. That may be. Walter gets it up the middle, and he's 45, 44-yard line.
Blue Devils.
He comes in motion. And on the run right up the gut, that's going to be the fullback, Garson Imes. Remember, Imes comes in. He's 5'10", 171 pounds. Walter comes in the tailback at 209. And Walter breaks a tackle, and he may take this to the house. 5, touchdown Rockets. As Walter explodes on a 2nd and 5, he takes it in from the 39 yards out. And with the extra point pending now, Rockets up 26-0.
And this is the first time we've really seen Walter kind of break it loose. He had really good speed once he got outside.
And Don Hertler, his first year at the helm. We'll see who that is.
Looks like it's number 7 for the Rockets, which would be Rocco Romeo.
Rocco Romeo. So 28-0. Rockets lead. 4:14 left here in the first half. We'll take a timeout and be back. Welcome back to Dave Caldwell Field. Noah Atkinson, Alex Strasser, and I'm merely Tom Strasser here bringing you to action. Nice kick by Moggy. Goes back to the just short of the goal ine. It'll be fielded and brought back to about the 12-yard line maybe.
It's like it was Moats on the return.
Moats. And Moat's a little slow to get up, maybe just tying his shoe maybe. So it'll be first down for the Blue Devils, again pinned back deep in their own territory.
Unfortunately, the Blue Devils have not been able to get past the 50-yard line. They've been working in their own part of the field for majority of the night.
And the Blue Devils in the first half, I believe, 1 first down?
Yes, 1 first down.
Okay. I formation. Loudon has it, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Up the middle from the Conotton Valley Rockets.
Yeah, Evan Rice, and again, run blitzes. The Rockets are coming up, shooting every gap imaginable. Just nowhere for this young Blue Devil squad to generate any offense thus far. Second down and 8 from the 8. 3:30, clock running. Shotgun, Loudon. Quick throw out to Falkenstein, see if he can make a man miss. He'll be knocked out of bounds. And I think, looks like he may have lost a couple yards.
Yeah, I think he did. I think 1 or 2 yards, and I think it might have been the first completion for the Blue Devils tonight.
Too many plays tonight.
That's pretty much been the story all night. You know, unfortunately, they haven't been able to get it going.
Loud looking. Throw just a little high. Pass intended for Moats. Nice coverage by the Rocket defense.
And I believe that's the first time Bellsville really had time to kind of set up and find their receivers.
You're right, the offensive line gave Loudon time there to throw. Pass was just a little bit high, so again, 4th and 15. Falkenstein will punt again deep in his own end zone. It's the punt off, gets a Bellsville bounce, and it'll land at about the 27-yard line. So, again, Rockets' excellent field position.
Yep, I believe Conotton Valley, majority of the night, they've been starting on their own side or the Bellsville side of the field.
You're right, Noah. The 4 touchdown drives, Conotton Valley has gone 58 yards, 15, 7, and 56. And now they're at the 27. Oh, Romeo.
Conotton Valley had a ton of time to set up for that pass. It was just a bit overthrown.
Yeah, play action, and Romeo was open. Rice would like to have that pass back, I'm sure. So it'll be second down and 10.
Looks like Dyson Duvall was able to help out Schaefer on that tackle.
So it'll be third down and 7. And Bellsville defensively, they have done a better job against the rushing attack. But just the field position has really hurt them.
Yeah, they've made very good adjustments. But like you said, they're just starting on the wrong side of the field for the defense. It's kind of hard to make up that ground.
A lot of thunder in the background. Rice drops back. Look.
Bradley Moats for the Blue Devils. He's been all over the field for the defensive end. He brought down the quarterback.
Moats has been impressive. He's been everywhere. That's about a 6-yard loss. I'm sure Conotton Valley will look to go for it. Remember, we had a long delay. Any more delays from here on out, this game will be called. No, it was nice to have Conotton Valley looking at 4th and 4 AGP TV.
County Democratic Committee.
We're back. Dave Caldwell Field here in beautiful Bellsville, Ohio. 4th and 14 from the 30-yard line of Bellsville. Rockets will go for it. Up 28-0. Rice dropping back. He's got time. And he will throw it towards the pylon. Pass is incomplete. So the Blue Devil defense comes up with an impressive defensive stand.
Yeah, that was a big win for the Blue Devil defense. They really needed that stop, and hopefully their offense can kind of pick up where the defense left off.
And everything predicated on the big defensive play, the sack by Moats for the 6-yard loss on Rice, which put them in the 4th and long. So here come the Blue Devils. 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. Try to give Loudon a little bit of a head start. Times, but about a 5-yard pickup.
And number 2 for Conotton Valley. Maddox Walter had him in the backfield, but he was able to slip away and make a positive outlet.
And you know, Noah, credit to both teams with really the lack of hitting and tackling they've been able to do with the virus. And you know, scrimmages, the tackling hasn't been bad tonight on either side.
No, it hasn't.
2nd down, 5. Loudon gives it to Falkenstein. Pass in and out of the hands of the youngster. So it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Looks like Falkenstein was just ready to move before he really had the football in his body.
Half, and if Bellsville cannot pick up the 5 yards to keep possession, Conotton Valley will get it back again in good field position. There's a pass intended for Falkenstein, incomplete. And Noah trying to see the number that was